Hi guys, welcome back to Dave's Room. Today I am going to be doing another painting of a bird, and this one this is a request that was made to me by Jackie to do a puffin. As you see, I'm using the 14-piece Winsor and Newton watercolor paint set for this painting. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, as you can see, I'm not very good at cleaning my brushes, so there is a little bit of a green tint. I am using my most favorite number 11 watercolor brush from my Artist Loft set. I don't mind the green showing up early because there's green in this part of the painting anyways. So I'm going in now with a mixture of green and brown and yellow to build up the look of the rocks that this little puffin is perched upon. There's a lot of moss all over this particular rock, so I'm going in with a little heavier on the green to bring up that moss and foliage. Now I'm going in with the number 12. There's a little hill in the background that's a little blurry in the image, so I'm going to go in, and that's a little bit greener than the one in the forefront. The forefront is a little darker. The one is a little haze to the one in the background here, so I'm keeping that one a little bit light. Going in with a little bit more dark to bring in that darkness to that forefront. This is my first time using the Winsor & Newton set. In my last painting, I used the Kuretake set, which I really enjoyed. So I wanted to give these ones a try, see what I thought about these ones. So now I'm going to do the mountainside, just in the background of the bird. It's like a grayish toned, brownish. So I'm just going in and trying to replicate that the best that I can using the paints that are in this set. I think mine winds up being a little bit more brown than the source image, but that's okay. Trying to get the texture on this back mountainside with some of the darker tones. There's not a lot of definition in the source photo because it is kind of a out of focus background, but you can see that there are some little nooks and crannies in that back mountain. So that's what I was trying to achieve with the different color variations. Hope everybody is still um, safe and at home, protected from this coronavirus. Still going on. It's ridiculous, but I guess this is the world we live in now. So, the best thing that we can do is just try to stay safe, try to keep away from each other, so that hang out on the on YouTube, I guess. I don't know. You see, I really should have let the mountainside dry because it did started to bleed over into the skyscape. So I do have to go in with a dry paintbrush to soak up some of that excess water and just pull those darker colors back in. I'm using a number 7 brush just to try to soak up some of that excess water. Now I'm going to go in and do the sky with a number 10 brush. This is my first time using the number 10 brush. I usually stick with 11 and 12. But, yeah, I figured I'd give this one a shot today. Just using a combination of blue and white to get that sky done. In the source image, the sky is mostly white. You can barely even see any blue, but for painting purposes, I decided to go with blue just to add a little splash of color. So here I'm going in with white on the Puffin's body. Again, like I did with the last bird that I painted, I purposely did not wet the bird before applying the watercolor paints because I wanted the colors to try to stand out a little bit stronger on the page. And this brush here that I'm using, this is the little Pee-wee brush that comes with the Winsor & Newton set. So now I'm going to go in with a mix of a variety of different colors to try to get the right shade of black for the Puffin's body. Just mixing pretty much every dark color in the set, red, blue, green, brown, just to, because this set does not come with a black cake of paint, so I have to mix it together to make the color. And I'm going back in with the number 10 brush to apply the black on the Puffin. And I really should have waited for that white to dry. I left the white too wet, so it does start bleeding over, and I have to wind up going back in and, and pulling it back out again. So here I'm trying to soak up some of the excess paint and water from the white part of the face. I have a tendency to be a little bit impatient, and of course it winds up working against me. As you can see here, it starts bleeding in. But everything's, that's the great thing with watercolors, is everything's fixable. Going back in with the Pee-wee brush to get the rich red colors on the Puffin's beak. This Puffin has a really beautiful beak of red and black and yellow, and so I'm trying to get that red in there right now. I'm mixing it with a little red and yellow to get the right tone. And there's that black peeking back through in there. I gotta patch that up again. You can see my little bald head there because I'm practically blind. Now I'm going in with the yellow. And now I'm using the black for the eye, using that little Pee-wee brush. And I just dried off the paint on the Pee-wee brush, and I'm going in just to get a little bit of shading in where you can see a little bit of the darker feathers underlying the white. And I'm pretty happy with this. I think I'm going to end it here and give it my little signature there. And yeah, so that's it. This is my Puffin as requested by Jackie. Jackie, thanks for the request. If anybody else has an idea for a painting or a bird that you'd like to see me paint, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I forgot to show the source photo that I used for this. You can find it on pexels.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can see it, and if you want to try to paint it yourself, you can send me an image of what you did. I look forward to seeing it. So that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.